For us, it's a real clear contest. We have an opponent, a self-funder. We're going to have a tight race. It may seem odd considering the margin we won by, but we're going to have a tight race. We've got someone who's going to fund most of their campaign. The national unions have picked 6 of us. Tom and I are 2 of the 6. Tom Corbett here in Pennsylvania and I, as well as people like Kasich and Schneider and Rick Scott and Paul LePage and others out there, because they'd love to have our head on a platter. And we've got a tough battleground state. But in our state's a real difference between going forward or backward. By the way, forward was not Barack Obama's campaign slogan. It's our state motto going back to 1848. So we claim it. And for us, it's going to be real simple. Do we go forward or backwards? You know, we talk to people about the fact that after inheriting all these problems, after inheriting an unemployment rate that was high, the 133,000 people that lost jobs, double-digit tax increases, billion-dollar budget deficits, record job loss. We turned all that around. We're going to move our state forward. But what I love about the chance to run again next year is that elections are about the future, not just about the past. And so we're going to lay out a very clear case on tax reform, continue to drop taxes, continue our education reform. But one of the things I hope to focus in on the most is what some call entitlement reform, and what I really call transitioning people from government dependence to true independence. It's one of the biggest things missed out there. Let me give you just one quick, and I know we're about done, but just one more word on that, because I think that's important not just in my race. I think it's important to echo in other races here and across the country. I think one of the biggest missed opportunities in the presidential election was to define the difference between the left and the right. We really never had that contrast. There's a lot of talk about who's best for the middle class, but we really didn't define the fundamental difference out there. I believe it's simply put. The president and his allies measure success in government by how many people are dependent on the government, by how many people are on food stamps, how many people are on unemployment compensation, how many people are on Medicaid. We definitely see that with Obamacare. We should measure success by just the opposite, by how many people are no longer dependent on the government. Not because we kick them out to the street, out to the cold, but because we understand that true freedom and prosperity does not come from the mighty hand of the government. It comes from the dignity that comes from work. And that's something that should be empowered in all of us.